Greetings from Seoul, Korea, and welcome to GSL Code S. Artos,
right.
how you doing, brother?
Well, I'm doing pretty well, Tastes, because it's the round of 4. It's so sick.
This is one of the best days to cast.
Round of 4 is always one of my favorites, if not my favorite. And we have 2 great matches. And, of course, everyone's thinking, wow, MC DRG, that's amazing. But the first match has a lot of stuff going on in it, too. Seed versus Byun.
Yeah.
Do you know how many Pyuns we can make with those 2 names?
We certainly can.
These games are going to be awesome or painful, man.
And what's interesting is these are 2 players I would never have guessed we'd see in the round of 4 facing off against each other. I don't know. Do you think there's a favorite? I would say maybe Seed.
I think there's no favorite.
You don't think so?
I have no idea who's going to win this. This is much harder to predict, I feel, than the second match.
By the way, our finals are going to be held at Haeundae Beach in Busan. We're going to keep you guys. I'm going to keep reminding you guys as people tune in because I don't want anybody to show up, in Seoul and be like, "Where is it today?" Well, it's actually you got to take a train to Busan, but that's not far. So if you are booking a flight into Korea, you can land. You'll probably land at Incheon or Gimpo. You can just take a train right down there. It's really easy. It's not even that expensive. I think it's. Do you know how much it is? It's like 50. Yeah, $50 or something like that. So. Definitely come down. It's going to be insane. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be wildly fun. But first we have to see who plays there. So,
yeah. I think you're right. You could go either way. I want to kind of lean towards Seed, but maybe that's just because I like the way that he plays the game. He's a really brainy player. He's got a lot of personality in his strategies. Now, Byun, it's funny because Byun fell off the map entirely. For a little while there. And now he's back. He's playing unbelievably well. He 3-0'd Nesty. What the hell? That's not the result I was expecting.
Yeah, that was
3-2, okay, maybe.
Yeah.
But, it's been insane.
Yeah. I don't know. Who do you think for both matches? Predictions right now, Tasteless.
Seed and DRG.
Seed and DRG. That's actually my predictions as well.
Yeah.
Just slightly Seed over Byun, though. I could see Byun taking it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Watch Byun just 3-0s, and we're like, all right.
Oh, we're totally wrong.
I don't know.
Guys, check out the World Championship Korean preliminaries. And you can see the dates and time are the bottom of our
and
screen.
Look at that, 11 a.m. through 8 p.m. That's 9 hours.
It's 9 hours of StarCraft.
Each day.
You can get a lot not done and tune in and watch that all day.
Or you could look at that as getting a lot done as in watching all those awesome games.
That's true. Wow. You turned that one pretty well, Artosis.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
It's like when you beat a video game that you've been playing for, a few weeks. Even if I didn't, do my laundry or, buy groceries that day, I'm like, well, I did beat that game.
Yeah.
I got that off the list.
That's
I feel like I'm a pretty productive person today.
That is an important thing to get done, Tasteless, for sure.
Guess what we got done today? Tell them, Artosis.
We watched Batman, The Dark Knight Rises. It was so good.
So good.
I'm not going to spoil the whole thing, but guys.
All right, yeah, listen.
When he fought the Balrog, oh my God, it was so sick.
I actually, the only part that disappointed me was where Batman woke up and it was all just a dream.
You know what was the coolest cameo though? Coolest cameo is when Wolverine was there.
Yeah, I was
that
like,
part
no
was
way,
so
you put
sick.
Wolverine in this?
Yeah.
All right, but enough of that. Let's talk about today's matches. We got PVT and then a PVZ here. These are 4 powerhouse players. The 2 guys on the bottom side of the bracket here. They are legends. They've been in finals. They've been champions of GSLs and other tournaments. Seed and Byun are our new guys. So no matter who wins, we're still going to be in a situation where it's one new player who could be a first-time GSL champion against somebody who's going to be trying to defend their title.
Yeah, and in fact, MC and DRG are both guys with a championship on on the 3 main continents, I guess is what you call it for esports right now, which is
right.
They both won a European event, they both won an American event, they both won a Korean event. And who else has done that? Like MMA and maybe MVP? Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't even know if MVP's won anything in Europe.
I don't think MVP's been to Europe.
But basically, that is such an epic match. That could absolutely be a finals, that second match for today. And in fact, these 2 that we're going to see first is in many ways more interesting, even though it lacks the same star power.
All right, so taking another look here, as you can see, the teams they're on. Kind of funny, we're not going to be casting a TVZ or a TVT today, by the way. All right, so first guy, Seed, one of my favorite players. Very smart. Watch for this guy's strategies. He is I think, probably one of the smartest Protosses, if not the smartest Protoss out there right now.
And then, of course, we have Byun. He has his complete own style. He plays it slow, and he's not afraid to go into the late game.
MC over here, he was, I would almost say he's old school at this point in time in StarCraft 2. He's done a lot of damage in tournaments early on. Very aggressive style, very straightforward, hard to beat.
And DRG, is he not the greatest Zerg, maybe the greatest player in the world? Probably.
I think it's going to be a tough match for MC there, but we'll see. MC is one of those guys that just forces wins.
That's true, he does. But DRG is the Sir Lancelot to Nest's King Arthur.
I like that, Artosis.
That's right, man.
You are a poet.
And I'm just Guinevere stuck in between them. All right, so here we go. Seed against Byun, our first match.
As you can see, very good stats here.
Wow, look at that.
Byun.
100%.
Yeah. Seed stats a little bit, back and forth there. If you just kind of scroll down and look at, the wins or losses there. Ohana, that's going to be a tough map there, definitely for Seed, considering he hasn't won there at all. But, it looks like as long as Seed wins the first two, he should be in good shape, at least going into one of those next three maps. We'll see, though. This could be a really close, guys. It could be 3-2. It could be a flat-out 3-0. It's really hard to say. By the way, it is freaking packed in here. There's so many people in our studio.
Oh my God! It's actually insanity, man. There are just legions of nerds.
I'm gonna actually crowd surf over them to go to the bathroom when I break. I'm gonna be like, yeah, and then somebody's gonna push my bladder and be like, hey, careful, man.
Terrible.
That'd be terrible. By the way, if you ever come to our studios, guys, it's free. You don't need a ticket or anything like that. And if you're in the studio, welcome. We hope you're enjoying the new headset feature we have, so you can hear our toasts be talking. Instead of just looking at our hunchbacks and our computer chairs and wondering what cool stuff we're saying, now you know.
That's right.
All right, the map for game number 1 is going to be Antigua Shipyard. And, this is, like we've always said, it's a map that gets a little bit harder as the game gets longer. PvT, I don't think there's necessarily a favorite here. It's going to be a lot of it to control that center, though. And it looks like the game is, okay, it's now loaded up, so we're going to do this. It's pretty exciting in here. A lot of energy in the studio, so get ready for game number 1. Seed against Byun here at the GSL Code S. Thank you to our sponsors. In the bottom right, we have our Pro Wrestling player. We saw him in the Team League, then he kind of fell off. Now he's back. Can he make it to the finals? He is.
HIM City.
And I remember when we first casted this guy, he was wearing glasses. I actually didn't recognize him at first when I was coming down here to cast this season. I was like, who's that? And then I'm like, oh, it's Seed. I guess he got contacts. That's my story, guys. That's my cool story.
Pretty sick.
I got lots of great stories like that.
Nice name dropping, Tasteless. Yeah, you saw Seed. Good work.
In the upper left, we have our Terran player. He was formerly known as Bleach, and he fell off the map, similar to Seed. And now will he be the one to make it to the finals? His ID is
Byun Prime.
All right. Well, oh my God. 10 wins, 0 losses. That's insanity, Tasteless.
Yeah,
he's shooting for the stars with that one.
That is.
Why is that line not completely straight? That bottom part's like a little bit crinkly, isn't it?
I wouldn't use the word crinkly. I'd say crooked.
Yeah, I guess that works too. But crinkly's kind of
well, crinkly. I believe you can only use for like paper and like old people faces and stuff like that.
Really now?
Yeah.
No, I think crinkly is actually fine. Thank you for your concern.
Let us know if you think it's fine or not. I'm on Twitter. Call me Tasteless, and Artosis is Artosis.
Speaking of which, guys, get online and talk about this because this is a sick match, and a lot of people are going to forget that it's on. So go let them know. I just made a tweet. Retweet that if you like. Tweet yourself. We just want people watching because it's the round of 4, and GSL round of 4s are normally the greatest thing in the whole world.
Oh, yeah.
Oftentimes they've been better than finals. Not the last, 4 or 5 finals.
Our finals are starting to get better and better, yeah. There was a period of time where I'm like, it's another 4-0. All right.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's go ahead and start talking about this game a little bit. It looks like Byun wants to go for, well, he's actually going for an additional couple Raxes, man.
Huh.
He's going to
go for some aggression here.
Yeah.
By the way, as you can see, these are pretty close stats, 40 to 59. But I got to say, guys, I actually do think Seed has much better chances than people will give him. So when you do this all in Artos, it's just for clarity for our viewers. Do you actually do you pull SCDs when you do this?
Well, it's going to depend a little bit on what he scouts, but I would say he will bring at least some. You know, he really made it look like he's going to fast expand, so he's going to expect Seed to fast expand. But Seed is actually going for an attack of his own, and this puts him in a good spot, Tasteless.
Oh my God, that artwork is so good.
Whoa.
Whoa, look at that. Is that Byun's hot girlfriend, anime girl behind him?
Yeah, I guess it should be, but Byun is actually from Death Note, for sure.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's the anime he's from, man, for darn sure. The way he sits in that chair, there's just no other way. Oh, wow.
He is going for an Nexus. That was just a preemptive pilot.
Yeah.
Hey, here's the problem I have with what Byun's doing is if you see this coming and you handle it right, you just go up your ramp and keep force fielding.
Yeah, but you have to stack that Nexus, that's for sure. So he might just be looking for that little advantage. Now notice he's sending out just a handful of Marines right now to clear out the Watchtower so he doesn't see him coming. In fact, this Stalker's going to run in there at exactly the wrong time.
Oh, no. You really need that one Stalker.
Well, he's
2 hit points. It did get away, but...
Well, right now he's going to think that he can hold this easily. Now, he has 3 gates. We don't actually have any SCVs on the way. And I'm surprised about that because you'll oftentimes want to at least make a bunker at the bottom once you kill off the Nexus. Well, we'll see if he wastes any of these force fields yet. Being very safe.
Okay. Seed was proceeding with caution here. Now, the Stalker's outranged the Marines just barely, so you can... Uh-oh. Oh, and I...
Good force fields. Oh, loses a Stalker. Doesn't want to lose his sentry. He's got to be so careful.
Looks like he should be okay. He'll micro it away.
Great micro so far by Seed. Byun still attacking the Nexus a little bit, but...
I don't think he should have gone up the ramp at all. I think he should have just hit the Nexus and gone home.
It seems like that, I have to admit. And here we go. Some probes coming down as well.
Nice baiting with the sentries.
Yep.
Oh. And that was a not helpful force field. I don't know.
Yeah, that was actually...
that does not do anything.
He lost 1 Stalker and 2 sentries. That was not a bad hold. Byun didn't bring anything for staying power. A lot of times you'll see him bring like 2 SCVs to just make some bunkers next to that Nexus and make sure that it goes down, and then that can double as a contain later on. But anyways, we do see Seed following this up by counterattacking. He's going to push a little bit, kill off what he can. In the meantime, he's getting Robo and 2 more gases. I think we're going to have a Colossus counter push coming because he knows how slow the tech is of Byun.
Whoa, overextension there. Looks like he will manage to get out. This is pretty difficult. I'm actually surprised Seed is pushing this. Pushing the issue here, going up that ramp, that's pretty tough. It's really easy for Terran to just a surprise you get right at the bottom of that ramp.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll have to see. Does he? Yeah, look, he has so much Chrono Boost saved up, and I really
is he going to go for a timing here?
Yeah, and it makes a lot of sense. You know, when your opponent is going for an early attack like that into expand, they're not going to have as much tech or as quick of tech. And he basically knows that, and thus can go straight into Colossus, and it's going to be very hard for Byun to actually hold off against such a build.
Yeah. I'm not really surprised that Seed's doing this after that situation. This game has already turned out to be a pretty abnormal PvT.
Yeah.
The way these guys have both opened up here. No, he's got to be careful. He's got to be watching those Stalkers.
Yeah, just picking off anything he can. Great job by Seed so far. Really not even giving many hit points whatsoever to kill off a few Marines here and there. Now, we do have a Starport on the way, but as the first medevacs are popping out, he'll have a Colossus.
And that means that no matter what, if he keeps making Vikings, he's still probably not going to have that critical mass that you need for all the Colossi to just die.
He's going to be low on either Vikings or medevacs, or he's, just not going to have either.
Right.
And that's...
Okay, so the Observer spots everything now.
Yep. He sees what's going on. He sees the timing of everything, and the Colossus with Thermal Lance is on the way. More sentries being warped in at home. This is going to be such a powerful attack, and he's definitely going to wait for at least 2. Not sure exactly how many he wants to go with, though. I would imagine he's going to hit with 2. I think that's the perfect timing here for him.
I agree with you. I think 2 is actually the perfect timing because, yeah, like we said, he's already going to be a little bit behind on that Viking count. All right, so the medevac's come out. Now, he doesn't know, so he actually, if he makes another round of medevacs, that's really bad for him. As in, that's really bad for Byun.
Yeah.
Also, it's also going to matter is to when Seed. Is he going to get all the way to the ramp and then attack? Because then, you can't really get a flank off. The structures get in the way. Whereas if he's in the middle of the map, he might be able to pick up, go into medevac, and try to drop to the main.
Yeah, that's really his only chance is to engage somewhere in the middle, have everything spread out, and abuse Seed because of that.
Okay, now, he's going to get this pylon, but it's also going to allow Seed to know exactly the position of the army. And remember, there's that factory there which can get in the way, especially for the Stalkers that start automatically attacking that. Now he's going to the ramp. Oh, he should not be going up this ramp. Very nicely done.
The next Colossus is on the way. It's already popped out. A lot of pylons on the way. All he needs to do now is warp in a bunch of units and execute this attack correctly.
Does he have Chronobus stocked up?
Yes,
he has almost full Chronobus at one of those nexuses.
So he's going to get a ton of units out. 5 more Stalkers on the way. This is looking very hard to hold. He's up in supply already. We have no Vikings out. 2 are on the way, though.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to be out in time. It's going to be very, very tough for him to hold this. He's going up the ramp now.
And here we go, going up that ramp, targeting down the bunker. Some force fields going down as well. And there's just, oh man, Byun is having such a hard time. There's no way for him to actually hit these Colossi.
His bunker actually dies as it completes. And, all right, he's slowly pushing in there now. Remember, he has a lot more force fields here. I don't know, guys. It's going to be really hard for Byun to hold.
Look at that Colossus micro pulling them back.
There's only 1 Viking hitting now. Now no Vikings are out.
Does he have enough, though, to actually surround this? A lot of SCVs coming out. They look fearsome, but they are not.
All right, bunker about to burn down here. Whoa, just gets completely destroyed. He's pushing in. He's got to take out that turret, and he does.
Oh, man, it's too much damage has been done. All the SCVs being pulled, but it is not going to be enough Tasteless, and Seed is going to take game number 1.
Yeah, that should be GG. He'll probably punch that out in a second here as he just sort of digests this loss, and there it is. GG. Wow, look at that badass.
Well, Seed, he knew exactly how to punish the build Byun did against him. He knew that his tech would be slow, and thus a 2 Colossus timing attack would be optimal. And that was just really well done. I feel like Byun wasted a map there. And
I don't know why you do that opener, to be totally honest.
That is a map that Terran actually generally likes against Protoss. Drops are really good there.
Yep.
Even Byun's siege tank style can be very useful there. So I'm surprised that is the strategy he chose to go with on that first map.
Now here's something to note, guys. The guy we're looking at right now is Seed. I know he's somewhat of a relative unknown. This is the Protoss that Nesty and MVP train against.
Yes.
Just think about that.
To give you guys
some perspective. This is the Protoss they train against.
The other good Protoss on the team, Younghwa.
Younghwa, yeah.
You kidding me? You kidding me? Don't be joking, Tasteless.
Sorry, guys.
Don't play with my heart.
I gotta cut that out. But I mean, there's definitely, he's got this. He's the coach. Give him a little back rub. I want a back rub. In fact, we need to go home to have somebody just rub my back during these casts.
That would be amazing, wouldn't it?
And a hot girl in bikini. That
you know what we need to do is just hire one of these people in the community that's really good at back rubs.
Yeah, man.
But the thing is, they're all like really good commentators too.
Like Brett Torp and stuff?
Yeah, and
Day 9, my brother. Yeah.
We would hire them, but not as commentators. They see them in the background. They're like, let them talk. We're like, no.
They're the back rubbers.
He's better at back rubbing than even commentators. That's how good his back rubs
I can get like a sick massage on my back, and it takes 1 game of StarCraft before all that lactic acid is suddenly built up my upper right trap, and I'm like, oh. All right, well, we're going to go on into game number 2 now. The map will be Metropolis. What are your thoughts for these 2 players with their respective races on a map like the Zartosis?
Well, you know what? I feel like Byun's style will be fine here because he likes to use a lot of siege tanks, and this is a good map for that. There's the high ground in the main base. You can really defend a lot through there, and just high ground anywhere really benefits siege tanks. So I think if he plays his style, it's going to be fine. What I really want to see is what strategy will Seed have planned. I feel like he's going to go quick triple Nexus. I think that's what he wants to do.
Okay. He definitely could. I think Byun is going to have to play more of the Byun style we've seen before. You can't afford to go down 2 games right now.
Oh, no. Not at all.
Like I said, if Seed wins the first 2, it should be almost impossible for Byun to win.
Yeah.
He can navigate his way through
Well,
those next
that's
maps.
what we said last time with Seed, right?
We've been wrong. We'll see, though. All right, game number 2. Is Seed going to keep the ball rolling, or is Byun going to even this out? We're going to find out soon on the map Metropolis. The game is now loading here in Seoul, Korea at the GSL.